What's going on, guys? Zach Vago, aka the Weight Loss Professor, is back, and in this video, I have a full week review of the carnivore diet. And I've actually been doing one meal a day on all these days too, kind of coincidentally. So it's kind of like a two review in one. I get to review both one meal a day, OMAD, and two, carnivore diet. So pretty much here, we are looking at Monday, September 2nd to Sunday, September 8th. And I have, by the way, what I'm showing you right now, it's my software for my coaching clients. All my clients get access to this. This is where they see their workout routines, their diet, their weigh-ins, body pictures, all the cool stuff, meal plans. But I'm not showing you that now. All I'm showing you is what I've been tracking. And yes, I use it as if I was a client myself, and I have been for quite some time here, and I'll show you. August, there's my meals, there's all my meals for July, all my meals for June. So I've actually been using this pretty consistently in my normal life just to track my food intake and whatnot, ever since me and Melvin started our little weight loss challenge. So what we're looking at, I started at 192.2, kind of surprising, I know. On then Sunday, which was yesterday, I'm recording this on the 9th, I weighed in at 184.1. And guys, I'll be honest with you, the bouncing around has been crazy. So 192, I ended up losing 7 pounds going into day number 2, I guess you could say it was. And then I was bouncing between 184 and 183. I even stalled at 184.7 for 2 days, which is kind of crazy. But water levels too all stayed the same. And I have all of this on a Bluetooth scale. Let me bring it up. If you guys don't have a Bluetooth scale, I highly recommend it. It's probably the best indicator of what's actually going on behind the scenes beneath the body weight changes. You see your body fat changing, you see your water percent changing, your muscle mass index, your bone health, all the good stuff. Right here. So like I could see all these different metrics of my weigh-ins. And obviously, it's not going to be the most accurate as if you were like in a lab getting it tested, but the point is, since this is a universal measuring tool, if this is the only thing you're using, then no matter what, it's going to be consistent with itself, no matter how much of an error it is to the real thing. You know what I'm saying? So beautiful. And while I'm here, I actually kind of want to check my bone health. I did not check my bone health. So my water, okay, this is my water percent graph. Oh, my water percent graph is this top one. It went up very high. Is that how much levels? So I started on September 4th, I was 50.1 on September 4th, and I think the 7th I jumped up to 50.7, 50.8. That is not normal. For someone who's already super healthy, I already consume a ton of water, that is not normal. My muscle went up to, it was 29.6 on the 4th, 29.6 on the 4th, and it went up to 29.9 on the 7th. Incredible. My BMR has dropped a ton. My bone, the pounds of bone went down. But yeah. Weight's dropped a ton. BMI, body fat's dropped. Love it. But yeah, if anyone's wondering, my body fat percentage, 100% not right. I know they don't account for loose skin. They're using the typical person's body of someone who's my height, weight, and age, and calculating the body fat percentage. It's redundant. There's no chance I'm sitting here with abs at 24% body fat. No shot at all. Yeah. So how am I feeling? Guys, I'm going to be honest, day number 6, I think I've marked down as like the worst day of my life. Cravings were out of this world, and I was even watching videos of eating contests. Like, I was watching food videos. That's how bad it was. Oh, dude. Oh, yeah, day 6 is horrible. But every other day, I've actually felt pretty good. Like, today I've only had 523 calories. I'm not going to force feed myself. I feel great. I'm not even hungry. I'm not starving. And this is the first day that I've actually had chicken, like I've had a majority protein day. A lot of these meals, and if you want to go back and see what I ate for each meal, I posted them all on Facebook under an album on my profile called Carnivore Challenge. So you could see all my pictures from the days at the gym, either a smile or a frown on my face. I say how the day was, and I give you the what my meal consisted of and the macros of it. But every other day I felt so great, not really too many temptations, and the workouts have been pretty good overall. I'd say probably I'm gonna have to say a 10 out of 10. So I've always been on a low carb diet, so I'm not one to be able to be like, it wasn't a super big crash for me, in other words. And I was doing some studies on carbs earlier today with Paul Saladino and Thomas Thomas something. Just a bunch of scientific geeks. And if your body is already insulin resistant to a point of not consuming insulin, like you can naturally put your body into an insulin resistant state, which isn't healthy. But now that I start breaking down the science of it, that's probably where I'm at. Even before this, all I kind of consumed was fruit. That's about it. That's literally the only thing I had. Greek yogurt obviously was one of my main foods. I had fat-free cheese. I had protein powder, maybe protein bars if I was trying to bulk up a little bit, but yeah. Literally, so I've never been high carb intake, so that's why I can't be like, wow, my body's really changed a lot. This is kind of my normal life. But what I have noticed with these workouts is my endurance is a little bit better, and I'm sweating a ton. Absolutely ridiculous. And yes, I'm actually pushing myself harder. So here's the thing. This is why we can't measure how are your workouts, Zach? Because I'm actually pushing myself harder on purpose. I'm doing more cardio. I'm hitting core more frequently. I've leveled up across all boards, all fronts. So I can't contribute this to carnivore because I don't know if I would have pushed myself before this to this degree that I would have been able to work this hard involving progressing on my lifts, on cardio, on core workouts, things like that. So that's why we can't measure that. And that's one of the things with dieting and any health type of study. Any health study, it's very hard to measure because you don't know the person's training capacity, how hard they're training, if they were able to push themselves or if they weren't. You don't know. Majority of them don't do calories, macros. They don't do how much cardio is weightlifting first or after cardio. When in the day do they have the most energy? Are they on caffeine? There's so many different things. So I guess I'm glad I brought up caffeine. In addition to all this, I've been drinking energy drinks as my caffeine source, 0-calorie energy drinks. So I still have artificial sweeteners in my body. Kind of counterintuitive, I know. I'm sorry. And then I've been doing IV hydration sticks just to try to retain some electrolytes and water. And it's so unique because even though I'm on carnivore, my water levels have gone up. And I don't know how that makes sense. I've actually drank the least amount of water I have in years. I used to drink upwards of probably 3 gallons of water for the last 2 years. When I was losing weight, I was drinking upwards of 5. I don't know why. That's crazy. But my body craved it. It wasn't like I was force feeding myself it. Now I'm barely getting in 1.5. 1.5, maybe 2. And now I'm thinking, I wonder if it's the electrolyte change that's allowing my body to actually retain water, because I wasn't doing electrolytes beforehand. But I also wasn't doing as much cardio, so I wasn't even sweating as much. There was no reason to be losing as much water. Very interesting stuff. These are the cool connections. But I haven't pooped in, I don't know the last time I pooped, maybe 3 days. So I'm going to be honest, I stalled on Friday, Saturday I dropped, Sunday I went up. Today I even went up. Yeah, I went up even higher today, 184.5. I'm going to be honest, I would be surprised or I wouldn't be surprised if I pooped and got down to like 182, maybe 181. I don't know, but yeah, it's been a few days, and I'm also not eating that much to where I would assume my body would need to have insane bowel movements. 1,500 calories is not enough. But yeah, let's see what else. So I hit workout, cardio. I've been on the Stairmaster. I'm pushing myself beyond limits that I haven't in quite a few months. Workouts feel good. Pump feel incredible. Haven't really cramped. Was it last Sunday? This Sunday? No, it was never mind. It was last Sunday. Never mind. Yeah, no cramping. Add a lot of salt into my diet, hydration sticks, so obviously I wouldn't cramp. But yeah, I feel great. I guess mental clarity. Do I have any mental clarity? I don't know. Maybe. I don't know. That's another thing that's just hard to measure because work is not the same day to day. Yeah, making content, working with clients, taking sales calls, taking client calls, building up workout plans, adjusting workout plans. It's never apples and apples every day. So I can't really compare it like that. But let's see, what else? Discipline wise. Okay, let's go into discipline. This is one of my biggest points of even doing this challenge right now. And it's more for the mental fortitude aspect and maybe even spiritual fortitude. If 100%, not even if. I'm gonna quit beating around the bush. I care less if someone isn't a Christian and is watching this. So here's the thing. For me, food addiction is one of my worst sins. And by worst sins, I just mean the sin that I'm most in love with. What draws me to evil and darkness is food. Food is horrible, and I have 12-pound blocks of chocolate in my pantry. Haven't binged, haven't touched it, haven't done nothing. Feel great. So the discipline of knowing, okay, I'm starving myself from carbs. I have carbs in this house, carbs that I desire so much, and I'm not even missing a beat. I have not binged. I have not done nothing unfaithful. I've been faithful, and it makes me so much more stronger on other places in my life where I could be undisciplined. I could be unfaithful. So that's awesome. And I am a little bit of a big brother to a lot of people in life. Again, I'm a coach. I have a lot of people who count on Zach Vago to show up day in and day out. And I can do that easier when I keep stacking disciplines that I'm winning. Keep stacking the small things. Making your bed. Brushing your teeth. Cleaning the dishes. Putting the dishes away. Getting gas. I don't know. Whatever your wins are that help you get through the day. I feel like the carnivore diet is one of those things. I am not bound by food. Food does not hold dominion over me, man. And I love it. That's one of my biggest takeaways here. I wouldn't recommend carnivore to everyone if you don't have like an autoimmune disorder. I would not recommend it. I would go more animal based. Add the honey, add the maple syrup, add the fruit. Speaking of autoimmune conditions, look, you can't even see it right now. I have a huge spot probably in this whole bubble. This one's probably... Oh no, is this one not white? Wow. Yeah, so speaking of autoimmune conditions, I was at church when? Let's think about this for a second. When was I at church? Wednesday? Wednesday nights. So 3 days in, at 186.5, my psoriasis looked great. I have it all over my legs. Like, everyone noticed it. You have to go out of your way to not notice it. All over my legs. My buddy Zach, funny enough, right? He spells it Zech. Zech. He actually commented, like, hey, dude, your skin's doing great. Like, what's going on? What are you doing? Is it carnivore? I'm like, yeah, dude. I mean, carnivore is the only thing that I really switched up. And for me, it's really only the elimination of fruit. It's the elimination of fruit. Maybe veggies. I haven't really been doing veggies lately, but yeah. So, I mean, people are noticing at church. People are noticing in public, in other words, is what I'm saying. But, yeah. I'm feeling great. Psoriasis is getting better. Not bright white, not scaly, not itchy. I did spend a lot of time outside on, oh, was it Tuesday? One of the days I was grilling had it been Monday. Monday was when I grilled, and my psoriasis was so bad. But that was because of the sun. If I'm out in the sun too long, it just super dries out my skin, and I just need to I just want to keep scratching it, and then it bleeds. Yeah, long story. So yeah, that was just because of the sun. It wasn't carnivore, but everything else is doing great. I'm feeling great. Mental fortitude is great. I feel like I could conquer the world if anything was thrown at me. I feel like I could give a solution or, come close to solving the world's issues. But look, the pump is still there. I haven't touched a carb, but I'm still feeling yummy. If you see pictures on Facebook, at me at the gym, I'm still juiced up. I'm feeling great. I am 100% natural. When I say juiced up, I just mean I'm looking all right. You know what I'm saying? So workouts are good, pumps good. I'm seeing vascularity. I am looking a little bit flat, to be honest, in my opinion, but that's okay. It is what it is. And yeah, workouts have been pretty good. But again, I can't contribute it to carnivore just yet. Maybe a few more weeks on carnivore. Yeah. Love you guys. Peace out. Let me know if there's any specific questions that I didn't answer. I know I kind of just touched on endurance, being a little bit better in training. I talked about the mental fortitude, discipline, and my psoriasis issues, and maybe mental clarity, but I really don't know what other topics to touch here. So again, my first week is right here. This is my first week, 2nd to the 8th. I'm on day 9 right now, and I'll keep filling this out as my week goes on. Peace out. Love you guys. Keep grinding on your weight loss journeys. And if you're trying carnivore, then I give you my best wishes. And bacon wrapped chicken is going to be the go-to. Yummy!